Please turn on your camera. Thank you. Recording now. All right, good evening, everyone. Holiday, as what you all say, just begin. But doesn't mean just begin. You will enjoy. Okay, be honest. I think you all have tons of homework, right, Gerald? Well, Gerald. Gerald can hear me. Gerald can hear me.
I don't know about him, but I can hear you, so it's fine.
Oh, sorry, I just saw the message. Your sister playing piano. Then you play guitar, lah, Gerald. Heavy metal guitar, okay. Heavy metal guitar. All right. So yeah.
You play Arctic Monkeys.
But you all have a lot of homeworks, I guess. So preparing you for this coming October. Hey, so I think I just sent right to all of you that it will be on the 12th and 16th of June next month, right? If the response is still very poor, below 5 students, I may not be kicked off. So now I'm collating the people. So most of them are flying off from Singapore, right? So I'm not sure, Gerald, whether you can make it or not. Okay. So hope to see you all on the 12th. I will be start collating the answer. Whether you can or cannot make it, please update me. Okay, Gerald, Ken, you and Hanley. That will be on the 12th to 16th.
For me, I usually just follow HL.
HL.
Yeah. So if you can go, I most likely go. And
yeah, but I am not sure whether you're going to Malaysia, ma.
Huh? Isn't it on like the weekday or something?
Yeah, weekday.
Yeah, weekday I won't. My parents need work here.
Oh no, because I thought sometimes parents take long holiday, ma, to go and visit.
Nah, I mean if I will, then my parents will have informed me. But from what I know now, they are not doing.
Yeah, maybe they reserve for the December, huh?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure. If they will, I will tell you. But for now, they are not saying anything about it. So yeah.
Okay, they most likely reserve for the December holiday. Okay. So Gerald, can you hear me? If not, you can put on your earpiece. Yeah, Gerald. Gerald, can you hear me? Okay. Tian Yu, last week you didn't come, right? I think you're something, or I can't remember.
OBS.
Yeah, so can you help me to fill out this one? So Harley say that nevertheless, one should accept that without hard work, nothing can be achieved. And the road to success is not an easy one. True? Can Gerald say that, however, we should also agree that responsibility sooner or later slowly shows after the child grows older. Yeah, very true, right, Gerald? Very true for you, right? Sometimes your parents are away, you need to take care of your sister, true now. No? Is there a choice? Yes or no?
Done.
Thank you. Just finish up the things together. So can you say that nevertheless, one should accept that success doesn't come overnight. Yeah, it comes through hard work and dedications. Yes, well done. So last week we used this to link, you know, right? That's what Han Ling say and Gerald now left Tian Yu.
So I'm meant to do that now.
Yeah, you're supposed to choose one to link. So be respectful to everyone, taking responsibility of your own actions and resilient to get back again from failing. Only with this basic, you can, is there a basic here? Is there a basic here? Basic here? No, there's no basic. That you can put in your effort into making your best versions of yourself. Gerald mentioned that responsibility is the ability to make safe choices. I think somewhere here, right? Make safe choices here. And to be in the right place at the right time, that this makes us a positive role model for others looking up to us, look up to us as a role model, taking pride in ourselves, and our learning allows us to believe in ourselves and to accept opportunities and challenges in order to achieve the best result for oneself. Yep, thank you.
Wait, you want me right now, right?
Yes.
Can I see the option first?
So you can choose one point like that. You get me now? Point or point. So Gerald, are you happy with your mid-year exam result for all the subjects? How about Han Ling and Tian Yu?
Not really. And
Why?
yes,
I F9 for MF.
I E8
Ah.
E8 for math. I went from F9 to E8.
Let's go,
Okay.
improvement. I went from A1 to F9.
It's okay. Remember, failure for A math for
Uh,
F9. Oh, sorry, your next one is gonna be A1. Trust. It is the
Yeah,
new
I
meta.
was about to say that, can you? My nephew last 2 years at 3 got F9 for a few subjects. Then O level, I think he got A1 or A2 for those subjects at F9. But seriously, I told you already, Haling, or you agree not? Now, can I safely say the first 5 months, or should I say the first half of the year in Set 3 was how do you describe Set 3 life, Haling? The first 5 months or half of the year, okay.
It was fun, it was fun. We had a water balloon firing squad at CCA on Wednesday, where they were just splash us.
Overall, your study academic. So how do you find so far?
It's been
Do you
fun.
think that fun, huh? So you
Yeah.
don't find yourself being stressed out, lah?
It's a bit stressful, but yeah.
Wait, Chen, I'll ask you one
Manageable.
question.
Manageable, huh? Honey. Honey, manageable, lah. Okay. Yes. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll ask you one question.
You can ask
Wait,
many questions, don't worry.
how many like the O level mark you need to take the A levels?
Say again.
How many like you know like the O level system, the point system, right? How
L1,
many?
R5 lah.
Yeah, like so the grades is what? Like how many points?
No, you want to go to JC, is it?
No. I just want to know. Cause my chat told me
wait.
today like you say like 4. Like some poly courses, right? Like one that, cause recently, like yesterday, I went to one of the Temasek Poly, and their internet course, right? They say the cutoff point is 4 to 11.
Mm.
And then my church say like on the other hand, right? The A level course, right? That the cutoff point for it is like 20 points at least in order for you to take the exam. So you say like in other words, it's like harder to get into poly while it's harder compared to JC lah. So it's the opposite way of how we will go.
JC you can get like 20 points, but then the JC that you're going to go may not be the JC that you want. I hesitate to answer you, Tian Yu. You know why? Because at the end of the day, the person that you see, I don't know how do you think about yourself? Do you do very well in your PSLE?
No.
But how do you find out? No, okay, never mind. Over the idea, 我是这样问你哦 because I got a reason. So do you find yourself down Set 3? Are you worse than your PSLE? No, right?
Yeah, not really.
Does it make you a person that, because your PSLE not so good, that's why now you're a sucks person, you're a lousy person? 没有吗？对不对哦 No, right? Same to Gerald and Tian Yu and Han Ling, correct? You get what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that when you go to JC that you got 20 pointers and then maybe the rest of your friend go to poly 8, 9, 10 or 11 pointer. You all go to JC or poly. At the end of the day, the 3 years course, the 2 years course when you graduated and you move on to maybe to after national service, and then all of you are taking the degree. So Tian Yu, now you understand why Gerald and Han Ling. That's why I say I'm preparing you for university. You get me now? Some people who have very good result may not end up to go for university, whatever reason. It's a journey to that, like 去西天取经, no journey to the west. So you see, if you think that if you are start thinking that, oh my goodness, I'm going to get 17 pointer, 18 pointer. You know, I cannot stand this Mian Mian, you know, like Mian Mian, the one that lady. I cannot stand here, seriously. She's been asking all kind of questions. I don't mind people, students asking questions on their. She keep asking me, Set 4 student, how do I improve English? How do I improve English? I really told her 1,001 times what to do. And then yes, that few days he got his result. I got a C6. How do I improve English? Come on, Han Ling. It's not a rocket science, correct? Like you need to practice, you need to read, and things like that, correct? It's a very straightforward. So Tian Yu, if you're asking me how to get 20 pointers or 11 4 pointers, It's all about now you have to start preparing. Right? So Gerald, don't feel bad about your Amex get F9. I mean, it's very natural. I got F9 when I was in my A-level, Gerald. I took my Amex in A-level. F9, relief. But after when I took my A-level, you know how many I scored? I got E8. I passed by 1 grade. Okay, I passed by 1 grade. But my other subject pulled me out, of course. All right. So don't I don't know. Wait till you go and do JC Math or Gerald and tell you. You know they will be doing F Math and C Math.
No, I'm not doing math. I'm not doing math in JC. I'm opting out. I'm leaving. No, no math
Sorry,
in JC. No.
sorry, but I think JC.
Wait,
I
is math
think you
compulsory? Is math
I
compulsory
think
in
you
JC?
have to take that. One of the
Oh,
maths. I
okay.
think so. You better check. I think if I'm not mistaken, you need to take a subject in math. So that's why your A maths must be good. So when you go to JC, you will not struggle. Okay, so please check with your teacher. I can check. I can check. I can ask some of my ex-colleague. So Gerald and Tianyu and Ha-Ling, please don't fret. Okay, just you all got tuition, right? A-Max got tuition. Gerald got tuition. Ha-Ling got tuition. Don't have. Tianyu leh? Got tuition, right?
Job pronunciation. Job pronunciation.
Sorry. You got tuition or Tianyu? Your E-Max, right, Tianyu?
Yeah. No, my math don't have tuition.
Huh?
My math don't have tuition.
You don't have math tuition.
Yeah.
I think it's about time you have to start, bro.
I mean, yeah, that was my plan.
No, it's not planned. You must start now because Han-Ling and Gerald can have no E-Math tuition, but both of you pass your E-Math, right, Gerald? You pass your E-Math?
E-math.
Ah.
This time round I didn't pass.
Oh, what is the grade? D7?
I failed by a bit.
Okay, it should be D7. How about Han-Ling? Your E-Math?
E-math from E8 to A1.
E8 to A1.
Yeah, that's gonna be my WA3 trust.
Okay, good. 加油 Okay, so if you need math teachers, you can check with JLC to get the math tuition. If you really don't want to have online Zoom tuition or you like online tuitions with Zoom with JLC, go ahead. If you want to have the face-to-face, I can recommend. Okay, let's go. Can you be polite, kind, and honest is something everyone needs. Yeah, it's true. Take choices and ownership for your actions is responsibility. Well, always believe in yourself. What? Can you complete for me? Always believe in yourself. Doesn't make sense. You just stop there.
Always believe in yourself no matter what. Ken? Wait.
Then I type for you already. Okay?
Ken.
Always believe in
Yay.
yourself no matter what you embark on your journey. Embark on your journey. That means your journey all the way till the day you say sayonara to this world. All right, let's move on to the next one. Thank you for all your contributions. So whatever it is, please put behind those subjects that you're not doing well. What you need to do this June holiday is really to start to plan. You really call back all the subjects that you're not good at and revise it and do it. Social study, everyone pass now.
I failed SS.
You feel
by 1. I failed SS by 1.
History?
Full mark. Top the cohort.
History full mark.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you know you are the top in the whole cohort for history?
Because I'm the only one who got a full mark for history.
Your teacher give you full marks, 100 upon 100.
20 upon 20.
That's a bit ridiculous. Sorry, I didn't mean to be what. I don't give full marks for history on seriously.
Yeah.
But okay lah, since your full marks good lah. That means I'm very proud of students who get history so high. All right, let's move on to the 4R of online safety. What I mean by online safety? Now, you know, recently got a lot of scammers on the online. I'm not sure you download the Scam Shield now. It's a Fox logo. You can type Scam Shield. It's actually protecting you against all these scammers and hackers going to your system. But at the same time, this online for us represent like I treat myself and others the way I like to be treated during the onlines. So like I can see sometimes online, like tomorrow class, wow, people will start sending all the messages to one another. And sometimes when Zachary cannot take it, or Hao Xuan cannot take it, or you start throwing all the comments. So responsibility is that I'm accountable for my actions. Definitely. That's what this month topic is. Resilience and responsibility. Okay, it is very important. Now, next, you need to reason to ask yourself, asking questions is something that will make you a better person. So I'm so sorry, maybe I mentioned about your AMAP. So I think all of us, including Uncle Raymond, we have an issue with AMAP. So there's a three choice, Gerald and Tianyu and Hanling. Honestly, please answer me. Please be honest to me, okay? Hanling, Tianyu, and Gerald. I start first. If I'm now doing my A level, I'm sorry, doing my O level, I'm having AMAP. So I've been feeling for AMAP. There's only three possibilities. Either I pull out my socks and improve my AMAX. That is my responsibility. And I have to respect myself to reason myself whether should I drop my AMAP or the third one. The third one is the most hard. That means I will go on to do my AMAP, but at the expense of spending lesser time on those other subjects. By doing that, definitely, okay, Gerald, Hanling, and Tianyu, you will sure improve by at least 2 to 3 grades. But do you think it is worthwhile for this resilience to take place? Okay, so for me, honestly, I took choice number 3 for my AMAX when I was in my JC. Though I did not score very well, got E8, and of course, I do not honestly spend a lot of time, but beside my tuitions and in the school and doing homework, until today, Gerald, I still got nightmare. At night, when I always think that I did not hand in my AMAP homework to my teachers. Seriously, no, Gerald, I got this nightmare until today. I'm now 50 plus. Sometimes, occasionally, I have this nightmare. So it's like my responsibility of that. So option 3, I will choose lah. Okay, back to you, Tianyu. Which option will you choose?
What were the options?
The first option is pull up your socks, just do it lah. That means you don't neglect other subjects, do as it is. Second option is say, damn it, I think it's not my cup of tea. I feel swala, forget it, I dropped this subject. Or the third option is that, well, I know it's going to be an uphill task. I need to spend a lot of time, spending the quality time to do my AMAP. At the same time, I might neglect other subjects, okay?
Okay, wait. I will do the second one if the fail is like very, very bad fail. Like I constantly fail it, F9 constantly, then I'll drop it. And now I'd rather just work on everything and try to make all of them good. Because if it's followed by L1 B4 or L1 R4, then yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot, Tianyu, you don't do AMAP, right?
Yeah, I don't do AMAP. So I only have 6 subjects.
Sorry, then it will not be applicable for you. You know why, Tianyu? Because EMATs you cannot drop.
You cannot drop EMAF,
but
I can drop like something else. Like another weaker one for me, I guess, is
which subject?
I'll say my. Honestly, I think my math is the. Can I drop mother tongue? You're gonna
if you
me
drop
up.
mother tongue, you cannot go JC already.
Oh man.
Yeah, if you drop math, you confirm ITE already. Seriously, you drop math, you go to CMA ITE already, bro. Good luck to you. This is a stupid system in Singapore. So seriously, sorry. Okay, if you feel math and or you feel English, good luck to you, bro. So sorry. Okay, how about okay, so Tianyu, no choice. You have to really pull out your socks. There is no option 2 for you. It's either option 1 or option 3. Agree not, Tianyu? OK， 不用紧，你还有一点时间哈，不是说在4个月你就要考 O level， then 你就 die 了 ，OK？ 所以你还有时间 ，OK？ Haning,
Yeah.
yeah, which option will you choose for your A-math?
I can't drop a subject.
Oh, it's a compulsory, you must do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So no choice, either 1 or 3. Thank you. All right, Gerald, how about you?
Huh?
How about you? Which option will you take for your A-math?
A-math.
Option 1 is that you continue to work hard lah.
Yeah, I
but not
just
at-
continue to work on my A-math because I don't want to drop it.
Okay, so it's either option 1 or 3, right? Option 3 is that you spend more time in your A-math while sacrifice some of the times on other subjects. That is option 3. Option 1 is like just do as per normal that the past few months you're doing. So which
Yeah.
option?
I think I work on them all. I will sacrifice my time from some other daily things.
So you see, you are reasoning yourself already. Okay, because you have to take your responsibility. If you are sacrificing others, then you must respect your decision, 对吗, Gerald? Then you must stay on your resilience. That's life, because in future when you grow older, you understand this 4 is like working same things hand to hand, hand in hand. So with your ability to manage, it's all up to you, Gerald. If you can't, then please seek advice from your parents and adults. Don't do it yourself and suck it up. The stress, not worth it. Okay. Right. How to be a resilient, responsible leader? Do you have what it takes? I still have not received this homework yet. Is it homework? Yeah, I haven't received this homework. So maybe later you all have to do it if we have time. So we have to type it out or whatever it is. What is a manifesto? I think everyone say except Tian-Yu. So look here. The manifesto is like what you give. You see, that is what my action towards other. What are you going to plan? Like what are you going to do for your e-maths, your mother tongue, your English, or other subject? So well, for me, the manifesto for leadership is to make sure I always learn new things to keep abreast of technology and learn the paradigm shift in life, unlearn things and that are obsolete and may not be relevant or redundant, and relearn things that are meaningful, useful, and fruitful for me and my students. A leader must be able to accept responsibility and making sure I have a resilient heart to fulfill my goals and objectives. That is my manifesto. Now, next, Gerald said that personally, my manifesto for leadership is to be able to communicate. Yeah, very true. To communicate well and work well with my friends and teammates. This means that things are always going smoothly as we are able to communicate. Yeah, without communication, if communication break down, then sorry, to communicate with each other and know each other well. Very, very true. Thus, a leader must be able to work well with his or teammate to bring out their best with all their zest. Haning mentioned that leadership isn't defined solely by one factor. Obviously, totally agree with you. A leader can be someone who isn't very good at everything. Yes, very true. Let's talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump. But can command not just the people, but their respect. Not many of them have this kind of respect. Some good leaders really good. Well, it's not an easy task. Every leader strives to be to spearhead of the team. Yes, but when you spearhead wrongly, the whole team might collapse. Depends on the leadership qualities. Leading them through ups and downs to understand and provide for all the members of the teams, ensure they do their very best. Thank you. Now, Tian-Yu, your turn. So there is a manifesto.
Wait, I'm writing mine right now.
Your manifesto is how you want that kind of leaderships in you, or you expect someone to have this kind of quality, just like what you mentioned. So guys, while waiting for Tian-Yu, you all can start preparing for these questions. How to be a resilient and responsible leader? Do you have what it takes to be a great leader with these qualities? So maybe now you can just type it out on a piece of paper, or even write it and then later scan and send it to Uncle Raymond to mark. Because I think this essay is very important to all of us here, including myself. Because if how to be these two are as a leader. So my first paragraph will be leadership in my family. Then the second paragraph I'll talk about leadership in my career, which is my tuition business. And the third leaderships that I'm going to talk about for myself will be how to build good leaders for my students or even my junior staff in workplace. And the next one, the fourth one, how to be responsible and resilient leader inside myself is that I will do some volunteer works and to see how, like for example, in my police force or other things, to set role models and resilience so that when we recruit some new members into the force, they will see that we walk the top example. So there are 4 different types for me, leader qualities that I look for. Okay. So maybe you all can start to prepare for Gerald and Harley. Can start preparing them. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. Let me copy down. Whoa, that is a big one. What is the font size? The font is my manifesto for leadership is to always believe in you, believe in yourself, believe in yourself and your teammates. As a team, we should have trust and confidence in each other. This is a basic step that is needed for a team to function. A small little step to start off with, I agree. If no one in the team can trust each other, oh my goodness, that's the worst. I've seen that before in my career before. Very sad. The team cannot perform their tasks to the fullest potential. Absolutely, totally agree with you, Tianyu. It's true. Okay, thank you so much for your contributions. Now, leadership talk. This is a very interesting one that they are. Okay, so now we are back ready. So please, guys, I would like you to explain to me. So since the one you have chosen, right? So let's look here. So can you choose a leader is one who sees more than others see. So kindly please use your own word to explain. It will help you in your comprehension passage, okay? And then Han Ling say a leader takes people where they want to go. A great leader takes people where they don't necessarily want to go, but ought to be there. Yeah, exactly for you. Han Ling, you might say, I don't want to go for let's say, I know you want to go for university, but after university, do you want to go for your master? Yes, go all the way out if you can. Why do you stop there? People say not necessary. I diploma, I can earn a lot of money. ITE, by graduate, I become my own boss. Yeah, lah, seriously, how many people like ITE or diploma can really earn as much? Honestly, all the professionals we are talking about, doctors, lawyers, engineers, you need that kind of degrees. So Gerald, you talk about this. So our chief one is someone who will inspire us to be what we know we could be. Wow, that is very cool. So our chief one, this is what you want to inspire yourself. Like, you know, football, that is something, the coach itself, inspire. I recently know Man City, the De Bruyne, and the coach was warring on the field. shouting, just say shut up or something like that. But I think they are very passionate with their games. So is that the one that inspire one another? Or let's talk about my team, Tottenham Hotspur. Are they being inspired to be what we want to be, to go to the European champion?
Wait, I have one question. You know how the quote is a leader, for mine is a leader is one who sees more than others, right? Who sees farther than others. Isn't that the quote already?
Yeah, this is a quote, correct.
So we just have to explain.
Yeah, you explain this quote. Let's say your son, your children, your junior. So why do you choose this quote? Remember, Gerald, we like to use this kind of quote inside the essay as a free spot, remember? The F stands for the favors. So there's a saying, a leader is one who see more than others see, who see further than others see, and who see before others see. This is always said by my grandfather. Today, I'm a very successful businessman because I always believe this quote, what my grandfather said to me 10 years ago when I'm still schooling. Now I understand this quote, it means a lot to me. So it's like a favors. Get it now? So you have to re-explain what does this quote mean. Okay, let's go. Then we got mother's poem. You all never submit also, you see, the mother's poem. Ayo, sorry, I know that time you got a lot of exam. So now today, can we clean out all the housekeeping rules? Okay, we still got, wow, we still got so many pages there. We still got 17 pages. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is yours, huh? So we're going to darken it. Okay. We make it 12. As a leader, we are tasked. Lazy to type. As a leader, we are tasked to see stuff that our members can't see yet. Meaning that we are able to see the outcomes. Yeah, the outcome and the consequences of the team. If the members work together or not work together. A bit weird, huh? You say if the member is cooperative or not being cooperative, or if the team member they have the cohesiveness together. A leader should be able to take the responsibility to see all the outcomes are being carried out. Okay, in one way or another. That's what it means. Okay, who see further in one way or another. What you see maybe that you think that the team can move forwards to enjoy the fruit of success. But sometimes that leader might miss out something, may not be true. May not be true in the sense that they might think that he's successful, but end up maybe the team members are the one being correct. They might be the leaders themselves. But it's not wrong that a leader sometimes have to choose certain path for the members to follow. So let's talk about, thank you for Tian Yu. Okay, now it's Gerald and Huntington.
Oh, yeah, but you know, so yesterday I went like the TP, Temasek Poly.
Yeah, please.
And then I went to their IT course, which is cyber security and stuff. And then they say that they're like the Polytechnic is the only one that has like something that nothing in the world else have it.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they say at least.
Really? I don't think so. Maybe, yeah. I think that's
True.
No,
I mean, cause that's what they say.
there's some polys that offer like special courses
Yeah,
to their own program.
and I appreciate. But sure, if I do get like a grade, but not like not the grades that it for me to go like a very good JC, I won't mind going to like a good poly because TP is not a bad poly.
no, Thomas. In fact, all the polys are okay lah. Depends on what courses you take.
Yeah,
lah.
but then there's some that does not have the best reputation, like Nanyang Poly,
Oh, you're wrong, my dear. Ngee Poly and Singapore Poly.
Yeah, Ngee Poly has a very good. They're the only ones in Singapore with the international business course.
Yeah, until when the moment you say
Right.
Nanyang Poly, they're gonna be like, oh, the pinging case.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Like a few years ago, there was one case called the pinging case where like two students were a few students were bullying two groups of students by peeing on them, and one of them go like post the video online for no reason. That's very dumb, and then it got viral.
Oh, that one is okay lah. Doesn't mean for one case you make to say.
Yeah, but
Ngee
however,
Poly is bad.
I
You
know that's
what's
for
the-
us. Sure, that's for us to think. But knowing the internet, they hard to say.
They balloon it until so big.
Yeah, they'll balloon it like that.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Gerald. You got it. Your answer now. I will put it answer
But-
here.
But I won't mind going TP. TP is like quite an interesting place.
I brought my student there before many years ago. It's a very nice view.
Yeah,
Very
very
cool
big
view.
also.
Yeah. It's quite near to my house. Yeah.
Huh? You live in Tampines, meh?
I used to stay in Tampines,
Oh, you-
block 710.
Oh, then
So
where you stay now?
I'm staying in Khatib,
The exact location?
810.
Okay, Hitcher, let's go find him.
Come on,
Let's go
come
beat him
on,
up.
welcome.
Let's go
Mine
beat
is
him up.
sent to the home team.
Let's go
Okay.
beat him up. Gang member.
Okay, being a leader, we must be able to inspire and lead the team to a shared vision. You like them to reach the aspired goal. Wow. Why don't you say the word inspire or Gerald change to maybe, I mean, it's okay to stay on like that, but you can say in this way. Being a leader, we must be able to motivate and lead the teams to share visions. You like them to reach the aspired goal. Because you're using AIS, AIM, AIM. Remember last few months, inspire. Okay. So sorry, I'm reading 10 years answer. So yes, that's what the code means, right? The code is like inspire what we want to know we could be. So it's like the team leader must have the ability and the capacity to have all the enough experience and information and knowledge to share with the groups of the members. Then they can move forward into one very crystal clear directions. That is their goal and objective. Right. Thank you. Now I left with Haling.
I got it. I submitted it.
Okay, just got it. Thank you. See? Okay. So short, man. Wait. Sorry, I think I have something wrong with my mouse. Hold on. That's more like it. Hey. Lead. What is W? Lead with the carrot, right?
I cannot spell properly.
It's okay. So lead with the carrot or the stick. Wow. A famous saying about leadership. A leader can see the potential in his learned and recognize their strengths and weaknesses. Wow, SWOT analysis, SWOT, giving them the direction and leadership they need. Wow, I like the way you use the stick and carrot, man, bro. It is exactly the same, like takes the people, because actually they don't want to go right. Then you put the stick with the carrot in front of them, then they,
Yeah, that's the analogy.
then they'll follow. But honestly, this is not a good leadership really. That means you are forcing people to meet your objective by using.
Like that's the example I'm giving. That's the example I'm giving.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying that if there's such a leader using this kind of methodology in their organizations, I don't like that because it seems like, yeah, you have to motivate certain colleagues and team member. But ultimately, when they realize that this is just a kind of ultimate motive, hidden agenda or something that they know, they find out is not a scammer, but it's like making use of them, they might decide to quit the organizations, you see. But instead of using a carrot and stick, maybe a leader should be like forward looking. Like that means lead by example, like moving forwards to should I say on the battlefield. Okay. You realize in the past war, like Yue Fei, Guan Yu, you realize when they are in the war, they are the first one to in front. Then the soldier will feel good. But now in the real war, modern warfare, the generals are all way behind 100 kilometers away. And all the small soldiers, not small soldiers, the soldiers that is lowest rank will be fighting in front, unless you can survive through. So, Harley, you know, it remind who now? Remind of Hitler. Remember? Hitler was a corporal, right? Then he chong all the way, he went through all the attack. Then he was the only survivor. So he was so patriotic of Germany become great again. So of course, that from the corporal he rose to chancellor. Of course, after that, yeah. But you realize that after that, he also go through war, really go through war as in the forefront, not like go behind that. Right. Thank you, the three of you. Wow, well done. So please, next is the mother's poem. You need to put, guys, because this is only for creative writing. If you are not in creative writing, I don't care. But I think that I need you all to put something, please. Come. Then after that, the lesson will start from here. Okay. I want you to think, okay, Mother's Day poem. I come back to you in 2 minutes time. Have you have your poems ready already?
It's not possible to share our poem in like 5 minutes.
For me, yes. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay, Gerald, are you done with your mommy's poem and can you? Yes, Gerald? You want to say something?
I actually cannot write a poem in 5 minutes.
Okay, think. Just use, you must rhyme, Mother, you are the best. I will love you with all my zest. Mother, you are the top because you always help me to hop, something like that. Okay. This is the poem needs to be done because I want to train your creativity. I want to train your initiative and intuitive, and also I want to train your response. Okay, your immediate response to beef up your thinking skill. Yeah, I agree with you. In fact, all of you, it's not easy to write a poem just like a few minutes. Some even take days to write a poem. Okay, you know, it depends on how you see it. Okay, guys.
Wait, Chair, you reading my poem?
Oh, okay, thanks. That is good one. Wait, Mother, such a power. Sorry. Why don't you read easier for you since you are the one?
Yeah, wait, no, that's not the full thing. That's not the full thing.
Okay. Mother, such a popular word, yet not everyone have it. Mother, such a powerful word, yet not everyone respects it. So to my dear mother, something that I can only have one, something that cannot be replicated, something that cannot be replaced. Dear mother, happy Mother's Day. I think the ending I need work on it a bit.
No, it's well done.
No, it's like when I talk it, right, it feels like it does not really rhyme, so I wanna like maybe add in so dear mother, like something. At least I think at least a soul will be nicer. Cause I want to make it at least like fluent. Cause like all of a
Dear
sudden dear mother.
mother. Okay, I sing. Mother, such a popular word, yet not everyone have it. Mother, such a powerful word, yet not everyone respect it. So to my dear mother, something that I can only have one, something that I cannot be replicated, something that cannot be replaced. Dear mother, happy Mother's Day. Something like that, okay? I'm just
Oh, clap.
Clap.
just an
Actually
improv.
W singing, bro.
Huh?
Actually W singing.
What is W singing?
Meaning it's a very good song. I respect it.
It's your lyrics, it's not mine.
No, I know, but you sang it, so I still have to give you the credit.
No.
Some credit.
Because of your lyrics, it's my instinct. Because I told you before, I always wrote songs when I was very young. So it just come naturally to get the tune right.
I see. But still, I feel like at the end I should add in one so dear mother.
You will be forever in my heart. Nothing will fall apart.
I think Cher goes to church to sing.
Mother, you are the best in my life. Mother, that's the word to say to you. Happy Mother's Day. Wish you have a wonderful day. Give me my pocket money every day.
Relatable.
That's the one. Hey, Harling, you finished already?
That's
No,
the
no,
actual
no, wait,
lyrics,
I have-
guys.
I have a few more.
Guys, that's the actual lyrics where you beg your parents for pocket money trust. Actual lyrics, actual lyrics.
Very bad, huh? 拿钱来给我花。Okay, that's a joke. Just a joke. So don't take it serious. We have to know that you see, if I don't force you to write, you will never be able to write. So now I force you to think and write. It will help you.
I have to share it. I have to share it out. To be honest, no, I kind of had this in mind already, but it's just that how was I gonna put it out was the thing.
No, you still have to do it lah. As a creative
Yeah.
writers, you must be impromptu one. 你要随机应变, you must immediate actions one. You cannot just wait and do one. Trust me, okay?
Okay.
You are doing a good job, so not worried, not to worry. Wow, so long yours. Oh, Gerald one. Wow.
Jump not done, jump not done.
Hey, Hitcher. Add in the mother part from the bow. The what song? The Bohemian Rhapsody or whatever you call it. That one. The mama. Ooh,
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know that song,
Mama.
Make you cry.
Oh, mama.
I wish I
Hey.
never been born at all.
Is it from Queen, right?
That's not even a good song to reference here.
I know.
Is
No,
it by
I know.
Queen?
But just code it. It'll be goofy.
Is it by Queen, right?
Yeah, Queen.
Yeah, it's like Queen, it's like Queen.
I see a
Ah.
little silhouette of a HL.
I don't like that song.
Hey.
The song.
The fandango,
It's just
thunderbolt and lightning,
good for
very,
memory.
very frightening me, Mamma
It's just
Mia.
good for memory. That's
Hey,
it.
你在念经啊，翰林。
He's chanting a curse. Beware,
Okay.
beware.
Go on, go on.
Gerald, is that all?
Yeah.
Gerald? Yeah, okay. Now read to the class, please.
I see a little silhouette of a.
Read lah, come. It's your
yeah.
program. Come.
In the realm of love, an angel appear to honor the one who holds us dear. A beacon of warmth, a guiding light, a presence that fills each day and night. A gift extraordinary, so rare, a bottomless heart beyond compare. In your embrace we find peace. In your company we find it.
Bro, I trust that this is totally written by you, huh? Totally written by you, right?
Yeah.
Wow. If you Google it, you do it on
The last word supposed to be cease. In your company, our worry cease or something like that.
cease. 5 change to cease, is it? Is it? Hello, Gerald. I don't get you. You're lagging. The cease.
Yeah, I typed it out. The last sentence.
In your company, we find what?
No, our worry cease.
In your company, our worries cease.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That means you end your worries. Well done. Very good. Very good. Let's sing it. Let me sing.
Wait, George, my updated version is here.
So I copy everything from here. Or continue.
Just delete what you were initially already had and replace it.
You mean this one all delete lah?
Yeah.
Okay, this one on the screen I delete now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you
Then
very much.
I put this right.
Yep.
This your point will be shared with all my students. Seriously. And then maybe I would like them to vote if they can.
Sure. You
Yes.
should do it, and then after say first place get some voucher from your thing, your store.
Popping. Hey, when are
Yeah,
you
popping.
going to get?
Probably during holidays.
Soon.
But definitely not
one.
Wednesday, because I Wednesday have competition.
Never mind. If you want to go down, let me know. We can go together, okay?
Let's go.
Okay. In the realm of love, an angel appeared to honor the one who holds us dear. A beacon of warmth, a guiding light, a present that feels each day and night, a gift extraordinary, so rare, a bottomless hearts beyond compare. In your embrace we find peace, in your company I will worry cease. Happy Mother's Day is what I want to see. My mother's so kind, she acts as the family guide. My mother, her heart so strong, she support the family for so long. My mother, her will like steel, all those around her can feel. Wow. Oh, wow, Iron Man or Iron Woman. My mother's a fire so bright, she brings our family through the night. Hey, Gerald, is this the first time you're making a poem less than 10 minutes? Is this the first time?
Oh, our school did poems based on like there's a what is that thing called? Like there's a guide to how to build a poem, so it's you just need to like fill in the words, it'll be quite easy, I guess.
Oh, you mean there's a template for you to fill in,
Yeah,
right?
there's actually a template for our school for lit.
You are doing it, man?
Back in Sec 2 I did lit.
Ah, you see, so how just now you bluff me, you say, Uncle Raymond, 5 minutes cannot come out. See, you came out a very good piece of poem.
That was not 5 minutes.
Huh?
I don't think that was 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely a less than 10 minutes. Okay. But you did it, you see. Maybe this might be your first time, your legacy, you wrote a poem to your mom, less than 10 minutes. How many of the students or your classmates can do it? And do they do it really seriously with your sincere heart to come up this poem and to show their appreciations to their mommy? You did it. Same as Han Ling and Tian Yu. Okay, you should be proud of yourself. And wow, these 3 poems, to be honest, each have their own strengths. But well done. It's just a short, simple one, but it's filled with a lot of meaningful words there. Thank you so much for the 3 of you. I really appreciate your this month. It's never be too late. Hey, by the way, excuse me. By the way, can you all prepare for Father's Day also? Next month. Hey, cannot be like that, right? Later your father come and look for me. Hey, hello, Mr. Raymond. How come you ask my son to do for Mother's Day? How come never do for Father's Day? Wow, you bias. So please, prepare for daddy's also for Father's Day. Fair ma, Ha Ling. Correct or not?
Fair enough.
I mean, your father also work hard for the family. Basketball, you all don't like that. Correct or not? Must give the credit to daddy also, huh? Okay. Let's go. 18 leadership qualities and characteristics. So finally, we have completed most of the homework already. So we clear, yes, we clear the homework. We finally clear the homeworks. Give me a minute. I want to check something to inform you what we're going to do next. Okay, next month we are talking about sustainability and climate. Okay, the climate change as well as sustainability. So it's more about eco-friendly, about global warming, globalization, global warming and go greens. So next month is sustainability and climate change and climate. Okay, right. So let's go for leaderships. Tian Yu, let's go. Tian Yu,
Okay, wait. You need to, okay. Leaders have to make big decisions, and these decision often come with big risk. It can be scary being a leader because you are the one taking the risk. You'll also probably shoulder the blame if things go wrong, but that's just part of the gig.
Yeah, because confidence is not just like everyone can take. It all depends on how good this person can hold out their confidence level. Okay, Tian Yu.
All right. To be a leader, you need to have the confidence to act decisively in high-stakes situations. Rather than showing anxiety in your behavior, you must be calm, collected, and resolute.
So how?
Moreover,
sorry, let me explain one. So how can we have confidence while at the same time you don't show
confidence?
No, you how to have confidence, but at the same time you know you have no confidence enough. But we outwardly have to show 我很有把握，我可以做这个决定。How? So let's read on.
Alright. Moreover, there are people who disagrees with the leader's decision.
Precisely, it's true.
Well, it's important to listen. My bad. Kind of like important to listen to other viewpoint. A leader can't back down in the face of criticism or conflict. They need to they need to have the self-confidence to brush off the people who doubt them and trust their intuitions, when they know they are making the right choice.
So they are trust their intuition， 就是他的直觉啊，他的感觉，他的 sixth sense 啊 ，OK， the sixth sense. So sometimes how are we going to build confidence? So this month is like, please tell me seriously Hanling, how much confidence do you think you have? Let's be honest that end of this year, all the subject will pass with flying colors. Now, I'm not going to tell you that.
Wait. I forgot to tell you, but I had an interaction with Mr. Chan Chun-sing, Education Minister.
Wow.
I gave a presentation to him.
Wow, in your school?
Yes.
Then what do you tell him?
About my ALP courses.
Then what do you say?
I just talked about like my experiences in the ALP, and yeah, it was pretty fun.
Good. So you have the confidence, thank God uncle has helped you to mold some of your confidence. At the same time, your school has done a good job to mold you.
Hey,
At
Chow.
the same time, the school has also molded you in your primary school. At the same time, the CC has helped you to do all these things.
Hey,
Yes.
Chow, why you never ask him if he plays Mobile Legends? Ask him 1v1 you right here, right now. If you win, he gives you the role, his role. He gives you his role. That's the bet.
All right, so never mind. Let's come back to this. Okay, honestly, all the three of you tell me what is your confidence level after in October, based on what you have now. Have you all got back your report book already, Gerald? Can you and Honey? You all got
Not
back
really. Oh yeah, I got mine.
You got back a report book, right? So if you don't mind, I would like you all to scan your report book and send to me. I take a look, okay? So I can prepare for something. Hanling, what do you think? What is your confidence level in the second week of October when you get your report book?
Second week of October when I get my report book.
Yeah, because that is the third week O level start already, man. 你就 holiday 了。
I think that I'll probably understand like how much effort I've put in at that time. So I wouldn't be that surprised if I do well or do badly. That's why I have to work hard now.
Yeah, hey, just stop playing ML.
No lah, you need to play certain game, but you have to restrict yourself. Okay. How about you? Thank you, Hanling. How about you, Gerald?
Hey, Chow, tutor me.
Huh?
No.
Gerald, what is your confidence level in October?
Normal, I guess.
Cannot be normal, bro. You must be super normal already, If it's normal, it means there's no progressive, Gerald. You must be above the normal already. You cannot be just normal. Trust me. Okay, if you are normal, that means not right, no. Because that means you are not progressive. Because next year is a supersonic aeroplane already. Okay, it's just like playing with Barcelona and Real Madrid, Man City, that kind of space, the pace, not space. Not like Singapore, the 7-0 like that one. Okay.
Yo, just still remembering up to this date.
I cannot take it, seriously. I cannot take it. I cannot take it with the coach like that. Seriously, and no matter how good is the coach is, I cannot take it. Even the chairman of FAS, all these things. I've been watching TikTok news like that for so many days. I cannot accept it because I played football when I was young in any different terrain. Okay, I barefooted, also have play on a hard court without shoes, things like that. So we are very passionate about this football in Singapore. So I feel that is I don't say it's a very big disgrace, but it's a very big disappointment. And then I think these young kids, 20 plus, will leave this kind of a very disappointed legacy throughout the rest of their life. Very sad. Okay? It should not be appear in Singapore like that. So I cannot take it. I think their confidence level has been tarnished. If I'm the new FAS coach, I might change the whole entire team. Literally change the whole entire team. Seriously. Even from the top to the bottom, the whole team, all go and start all again. Unless the players start to have this physical test, I might be calls back some of them. If really cannot make a mark, you are out. That's how rigorous it is. Yes, can you? What is your confidence levels on the second week?
And by the end of the year, I hope at least a good 7 to 8, where I can actually get a lot better meaning I minimally have to pass all my subject and hopefully aim for a B at least.
Well
Because
done.
if it's calculated by L1B4, wait, is it calculated by L1B4 or R4? Oh,
L1,
sorry.
R5.
R5. Oh wait, I can't drop anything. So if I do that, right, it means if it's a B4 for everything, that will be 20 points, which isn't that bad.
No lah, you aim for 15 to 12 points first, huh?
Oh, I mean, some subject can do better, but some
No,
subject
just
I
aim
can't.
that. That's why the confidence
yeah.
must be 15. Like I told my student last year, you aim around 15 points. That's the best, 15. Then the parents will be very worried. 15 points cannot go here and go there. I mean, like I say already, your aim is not just JC. Your aim is to go university. Okay, right? So like my son, 8.5 upon 15 of Gerald Chinese. How? Is he going to die for that? No. So he's still a long way to go. Okay. So I hope all of you know, give your best. So maybe next year, Hanning, Tian Yu or Gerald, if you want to have a face-to-face class with Uncle Raymond to brush up your English, even though Zoom is still not enough, you're most welcome. Okay, only from this class here, free of charge.
Yo, let's go.
I'm serious. I'm waiting for Ipo to call me. She
It's,
never call me, Ipo. You know,
oh yeah, but their O level starting soon, right?
Yeah, Ipo never call me. I think he's
Yeah.
he's also preparing for the other subject that is no good. Okay, number 7, Hanning. 7 and 8, please.
Positivity. As a leader, you don't have to be chipper all the time, but you do have to pass a sense of optimism on to your employees. Employees like working for positive people. Out of managers rated by their employees as great, 79% have a positive attitude.
Carry on, carry on. Carry on.
Realism. While a positive attitude is appreciated by employees, unrealistic expectations are not. A great leader expects their team members to succeed, then makes it possible.
Yeah, so positive and optimism is optimism. Yeah, positivity, which optimism and realism is two different things. You can be positive, but in reality, it might not be. It might be a negative, it might be a skeptical, cynical. Hey, Hanning, cynical. That is not right. Yeah, but then again, you must have the tenacity to be resilient. So even though the situation is negative, guys, you must stay positive always. You see the word, Gerald, you see the word attitude. If you add this word attitude is equal to 100, do you know that? A is 1, T is number 20, if I'm not mistaken. So there are 3 T. So 3 T will be 60 already. I is position number 15. U is number 17 or 18. Then the D and E. So you add up this word attitude is equal to 100%. You don't believe you can count? Alphabet from 1 to 26, right? T is, I think, position number 20. So there are already 60 points here already. Okay. So A is 1, 1 mark, 1. A is the first alphabet. A, B, C, D. So 1 plus 4 plus A, B, C, D, E. So 1 plus 4 plus 5. So it's 10 mark already. So 10, 20, 10, 20, 80 marks already somewhere here. Okay, so the word attitude. Carry on, please. The next 2 paragraphs, honey.
Creativity.
No, if employees.
Oh, sorry. If employees realize that they're never able to achieve what their boss or what the boss or leader asks for, they'll stop trying. A good leader keeps objectives optimistic but reasonable so that the team can experience a sense of accomplishment if they put in the work.
So the same thing when you're talking to Minister of Chan Chun Seng, Education Minister of Chan Chun Seng. Are you really positive when you talk to him and realistic about it? You have the confidence level? Yes, right? So
yes.
How long do you talk to him?
It was like a brief 5-minute interaction.
The 5 minutes, you see, you realize that your this realism is what? Okay, you must be very optimistic. You must share your ALP with him that so I have ALP, then it really helped me to brighten out my things, correct now? Then how are you going to use this ALP? Hey, sorry, ALP stand for what again? Sorry, Asia
Applied Learning Program. Learning Program.
Huh? Sorry.
Applied Learning Program.
Outright.
Applied Learning Program.
Learn what program?
Applied Learning Program.
I know it's applied. I heard you. But what do you mean by applied? What kind of subject or what kind of things that you apply?
It's not a subject. It's like an additional course. You know what I mean?
And then what does the course entail?
It depends on what course you take. I took entrepreneurship and culinary art, so I basically became,
Oh, so you discussed with Mr. Chan about your entrepreneur and culinary art lah.
yeah,
So how can this entrepreneur, what culinary art? 煮菜
culinary art, yeah, 煮菜。
煮菜的哦，is the art 啦，一个 art 啦。
Yeah.
你真的有煮菜啊？
Yeah.
啊
Then what?
你在学校真的有煮菜那种的？
Yeah.
Bro,
哦
Che, even our school have it, Che. Why are you on, Che?
It's a pretty common thing between schools.
Yeah.
No. Don't mistaken. No. I thought usually some school in Sec3, Sec4 will stop the F and N.
No. Ours is different. We get to take it as a separate course. That's why I'm taking it.
Oh, sorry,
It's
putting
like
you to
separate.
me. This is the first time I hear ALP. Seriously, this is the first time because I've been away from MOE for a while already. So maybe they have new system coming in. I'm not sure. Just like remember the visual graphic text 10U. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Some say that they have new system. They change the format. You may know. Then Xiaolin submit to me the latest visual graphic text. So I look at it. It's oh my goodness, so easy. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss this. Okay. Back to you, Gerald. Creativity.
According to a study from LinkedIn,
Linking.
creativity is the number one soft skill in short supply in the workplace. Creative leaders solve problems in unique, innovative ways. They are willing to experiment and think outside the box. Creativity is about seeking the best solution, even when it's not a typical one, and thinking on your feet when situations change. Plus, a creative leader doesn't try to be the lone genius. Instead, they tap into the innovative potential of their people. When an idea or plan isn't working out, creative leaders also look for new ways to use resources and bring their teams together to develop innovative new perspectives and approaches to the problems they are trying to solve. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower.
Please write down. Please copy down. This is Steve Jobs. Sad to say he's gone already. Please write down this statement. It's very, very, very true. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Seriously. Without an innovative and creative mind, you will always be a follower. But that is why Steve Jobs can be the 老板, a big boss. You see, innovation transform, like, if you want to be entrepreneurs and culinary arts, you not only have to be creative, your innovation the breakthrough is where you have the one and only, Sony Walkman, right? Have you heard of Sony Walkman? Where you wear that was the first time that Sony bring music to the ear that is portable. Wow. And then of course now got this AirPod now with the handphone you can use the now with the wireless earpiece. Last time when you put a headphone over your head it's like wow 很了不起. But now you use a headphone with a wire, people look at you, it's so lame. Everything is all wireless. Okay, innovation is true. Gerald, number 10, last one.
Communication skills. Good leadership is all about communication. If you don't have good communication skills, none of the other leadership qualities or characteristics on this list mean anything. You won't be able to get through to the people you're supposed to lead, and that will have detrimental effects on the team and organization. Clarity is especially important according to the predictive index people management study. Out of managers rated bad by their employees, 58% don't communicate clear expectations. This can be immensely frustrating and disheartening for the whole team. That means effective communication is one of the most important leadership qualities we can develop.
Gerald, I just remember in my university days, I got this one huge topic, nothing but the title called communications management. Wow, it's seriously, but thank God I topped the subject, one of the top. So this is a very huge topic, communications. I remember I did this in my uni for my business information technology. So this communication is so huge that because in IT and everything, if you miscommunicate the whole entire chain, the cycle will break away. Later you will see what I mean. Okay, thank you. So back to you, Tian Yu. Are you ready?
All right. So I start with the communication well.
Yeah, can.
Okay. Communicating well isn't just about talking. Active listening is essential for building and trust rapport with your team.
Correct. Report. Yes.
Rapport, eh? I thought it meant support, but okay.
Report. Yeah. It's pronounced as report.
Rapport.
Yeah.
All right.
Good listening.
Good listening skills help a leader to understand what employee needs and where their pain points are, which shows the employee that their boss really cares. Yeah. This can be hard. This can be a hard quality for leaders to develop because sometimes it's at odds with other good leadership's qualities. Sorry, my bad. Oh my god. Okay, qualities. Strong leaders are confident and full of exciting ideas, which makes many of them prone to dominating the conversation.
Carry on.
The best leader balance opposing characteristics and know how to engage completely with what other person is trying to say while remaining open-minded about hearing new thoughts.
Yeah, so listening and communication, talking and listening. When one party is talking, the other party not only just listen, but must listen attentively, must listen that if you are not sure with the clarity, you must, sorry, I beg your pardon. Did you just say, I beg your pardon, I missed the last part. Did you mention about this? So don't assume what they say. Sometimes if you assume, the whole thing will be really upside down. 12 and 13, Haling.
Empathy. An empathic leader is compassionate and knows how to connect with others. They care about the needs and hopes of their team members. Instead of jumping to harsh conclusions if an employee's performance dips, they seek to understand. Sorry, give me a second. They seek to understand the root cause. This kind of emotional intelligence builds trust and helps the leader have better insight into their team. This kind of emotional intelligence is the ability to use emotion to increase your own and others' success. Annie McKee. Decision making. Part of a leader is making decisions, and a lot of them. Because of this, a leader needs to know how to make decisions both effectively and efficiently. I messed that up, but it's fine. While leaders will have to make small decisions every day, they also have to make big decisions that affect their team and even their organization as a whole.
Thank you. Take note of this. Actually, it's very true. It's about empathy, not sympathy. It's about empathize people, feel for it, walk the talk, go through with the emotional setback with them, feel about it. So like writing an essay, when you're talking about leadership, it's an empathetic leader, it's not a sympathetic leader. And the decision making is very true. If you make the wrong decisions, you're going to screw up the whole entire team and you might go and screw up the whole project. And that's where write down efficiency and effectiveness is equal to excellent. So E plus E equal to E squared, or should I say E squared equal to E? That means efficiency plus effectiveness, or efficiency plus effective equal to excellence. All right, number 14. Next, we have to move a bit faster. Gerald, will you mind 14 and 15, please? Thank you, Gerald. Employees.
Strategic mindset. Employees who get promoted into management were excellent in past roles, getting every step right and showing great attention to detail. But leaders have to see the big picture. Leaders may be involved in tactics and operations to varying degrees, but they also need to know when to focus on strategy and entrust the small details to another member of the team. An eye for talent. Good leaders create new leaders. Part of leadership is choosing the right people for the job and then helping those people develop their own skills. A great leader can recognize and foster leadership traits, even in the most junior members of the team.
So, Gerald, actually, I've been talking with my coach, my football coach, my friends. Actually, we want to start a football academy, in Singapore with some of my friends together, as well as football and basketball coaching together. But we have been talking, but after that, COVID came, then we slowed down. So, this is like a strategic mindset for you, Gerald. if you were to choose now, now in your school, sorry, your school is which school? I forgot. Sorry, Gerald.
Pei Hua.
Pei Hua, right? So Pei Hua, let's say now, I believe you have seen your Set1, Set2 junior playing football, right? So you have strategic mind who to play defense, goalkeeper, attacker, right? Midfielder. So are you having an eye for detail? So now next year you're Set4 already, right? Now you're Set3, Set4. So your coach or your teacher say, hey, Gerard, can you choose some of them to replace? Who do you think should be replacing to be a captain or vice captain? Correct or not? Because now you're taking all these roles, your friends. So they might asking you to vote. This is where good leaders create new leaders. So if you choose the wrong leadership and if that leader is lousy, of course you will choose a bad leader. If the leader is corrupted, of course you choose the bad leaders, right? That's what it means. Number 16, true leaders inspire and motivate their followers. In a working setting, a great way to do this is to show appreciation for your team members and recognize their achievement. 79% of people that quit their job say it's because of the lack of appreciation. Yes. So Gerald, if you are in a team, appreciate your player, your young player. Well done, good job. But Gerald, bro, I think the way I keep no good. Never mind, continue. Just like David Beckham, every day they are practicing free kick. Being an excellent leader motivates employees in and of itself. Employee engagement is higher when their manager is doing a good job. It's true. You must engage with your junior players. So next year, he's got a lot of things for you to uphold Pei Hua's reputations as one of the good football. Don't have 7-0. Leadership is hard to find. Leadership is hard to define, and good leadership is even harder. But if you can get people to follow you to the ends of the earth, you are a great leader, definitely. Back to you. Last one, Tian Yu. Are you ready, Tian Yu?
All right. Though leaders care deeply that every aspect of their teamwork is done well, it's important to trust your employees to handle their own pieces of the puzzles. Let's go. Hey, like what I wrote earlier, trust yourself, trust you and your team.
Correct.
Okay.
That's right.
In
That's right.
return, they will trust you to take the lead on visions and strategies. Delegating responsibilities can also help improve everyone feel like they are contributing to the team.
So Gerald, so you're going to dedicate some responsibility to your junior next year for sure, because you're going to step down in April. So this is the time now you're actually start to screening through your Set1, Set2, when you're having your CCA together, how you feel their responsibility. Then you can tell a coach, hey, sorry, coach, Peter cannot do a job. I think Sam can do a better job, or Samuel will be better than Michael, something like that. Or Richard is better because Richard has been always come punctual and he's the last one to go back because he cleared out the place. You have to take out those vests and jersey and things like that, and the balls and put back to the PE room, right? Something like that. Okay. Professionals' expertise. Leaders should be highly skilled and knowledgeable in their field. Back to you, Hanning. That doesn't always
mean technical competence. For
Yeah.
example, the CEO of a software company might not know how to write code, but they should definitely have a deep knowledge of the industry and its products. Is that kind of expertise that lets a great leader craft an intelligent and achievable vision?
Precisely, you see, sorry, just like you, Hanning, you might be a CEO of a company, okay, like it's a software company, but you may not have the knowledge to write codes or decode or using Python. But maybe because you have other skills to make this software very popular amongst other competitors. That's where your skills comes in. That's where you have the knowledge. That's why Hanning and Gerald and Tian Yu, if you really want to go all the way out, please get a master. Even better still, you get a doctorate. My daughter's companies are all the top managers, are all the scientists, are all the master and doctorate. Can you imagine how much they earn?
A lot.
A Standard Chartered Bank vice presidents earn 20,000 a month. I leave it to you how much you want to earn in your futures. Okay, what defines a good leaders? Okay, we have shared the 18 most important quality that should be part of your leadership development. I think it's not just 18. There are more than 18 points. It's how you're going to see it, right? But every leader has a unique style. See, just like Gerald, Hanning, and Tian Yu, I never believe every school is a good school. I believe every school has their unique style. You will be determined your own style over time, combining these leadership qualities with your own ingenious methods of supporting your team. Your team can be the one now, I'll tell you, it's all your subject now. So just now you're very passionate, I'll tell you, I can't see your face now, but you're very passionate, say, oh, I want to have this 7.8 points. You are actually looking after Temasek Poly, you come back, you're so energetic. Yes, continue, you have this energy all the way. Yeah, all the way till you graduate from your O level. Then after that, when you get your result, you might last minute change to become, don't want to go to Tampines. You might go to Republic Poly or Singapore Poly or Nanyang Poly or whatever Poly, or even maybe end up your result is good enough to go to JC with 7-pointer with other courses. And you know, JC is a strict, if you do well, it's a strict to go to university. And I realized that the cutoff point now is much even lenient, easier to go to university. Last time was about 90 points, but now they cut down to 70 points. Okay. So that says for how you're going to see to take it. That says outstanding leaders have one fundamental trait in common. They can take a vision, write down, remember, you must have vision and missions and turn it into real results. So to that 7-0, obviously the mission and visions are very blurry. They don't know what they are playing. So in the half time, the coach really have to tell them, what is your vision now? You are down with 3 goals. Are you going to continue with under 4 goals? So what happens if the first half is 0-0? The second part, you must have a vision and mission to carry out. This is how I always tell my players when we are playing football. Okay? So, Mr. Sean, we are down by 2 goals. So I straight away tell them, I don't give a damn what you're going to do on the field. You either give all your best, if not, I will substitute you. Okay? I don't want to see the scoreline more than 1 more goal. Do I make myself clear to all of you? You either you defense, you attack. Go all the way out. Not just represent the school, but represent yourself. You must give all your best. I can see who is going to give the best or not. So this is a leadership talking to another leaders to promote the leadership quality. That this isn't something they do alone. Leadership skills are people skills, aka soft skill. That soft skills is not easy to talk. You take a lot of time to do counseling, first and foremost. Excellent leaders also have the abilities to inspire those they lead. Unfortunately, this exclusive leadership characteristic can be hard to find. And so this one I skip, the rest is not okay. So leadership skills can be developed, become a good leader or even greater leaders. That is you. So guys, you have to look at it up. So watch out for some negative qualities. Some of the negative qualities, for example, are very surprisingly is that some skills say that they have many essentials. They are confident, good dedicating, wonderful execution. So these are all good things. But take a group closer. Are they able to carry out all these skills now? Just like Gerald, your player, do they really have the stamina, the dedication, the passion of the games or not? Or they just come in just to fulfill CCA, come here, you know, like some of them are come here just to play, kick a ball, then get CCA point. Not interested to go for competitions. But what about within yourself? Maybe you think that you are really able to promote. So Gerald, if you're passionate in your football, in your games, in your you will tell your junior, hey, hello, you join to play properly, don't join the CCA. And things like that. Or as the better things to say is that now you got open house. Now you are open because COVID is slowly dying off. So last time got no open house, it's called the e-open house. So now they can feel. That's like Gerald. When we have open house in my previous school, we literally get the father, the mother, or the children to go to the field and kick the ball and interact and mingle with the players and how it is. Our coach come down, I was under the hot sun and enjoy every single bit of it. So this is what I mean. Okay, so the good news is that we are here to help with a list of negative leaders. So there's always positive, but there's negative. Look like this, lack of visions, inability to produce results, and uninspiring. I think these are all these 3. Sorry, I'll tell you, it's very true to the present situation of the coach in the football for the FAS. Very true for this, I feel it. And overconfidence, no, it's not really that. It's not really that for that matter to say. But nevertheless, I think overconfidence sometimes is not saying no good, but overconfidence might backfire you. So apathy. Too many people come to their jobs without feeling a sense of investment. So they just come, just like Gerald. Those players just come and play, kick, then go home. Do they really come back? Come early to prepare the thing. You know, sometimes you have to do warm up. Sometimes you put the cone to do how to do free kick, corner kick, or whatever kick you practice or sit up or push up. You don't run the field for 10 times. Because usually my players, when they start to play the game, they have to do warm up. Okay, leg raise, push up, things like that. If you kick the ball, you miss the ball, you have to knock it down 20, that kind of things. So is that a threat that they have or not? May not have it. Depends on how you see it. They just come for the sake, then they say, never mind lah. They just come for play. So there is a group of students that I have, they just only play only. So this is stewardship of leadership. Okay, this one is too big. This one is very important. I'll tell you, if you really want to go, I think, to be honest, these two I can put it here. You look at this one, the long-term view, the ownership mentality, and the creative resilience. This is the one I'm the one to talk about. Gerald, this is called the compass of your life. How are you going to navigate the east, west, north, south? This is a compass of your life that Gerald, please kindly do it now if you can. Shut it down, all these subjects here. Okay, Gerald, all the subject here. And ask yourself which direction you want to go. Now you see you got 1, 2, 3. You say, like we talk about this one at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just nice. We got 8 things here. So you can put everything here. Depends on how you see it. So once you have the chart, you know how to navigate, you know where's the directions. That's called the steward leadership compass. Now this compass will tell you how good you are because you'll move on to this one. You see? We are lifelong learners. It's a bit small. Then we innovators. That's what Steve Jobs talked about it. We advocates for social justice. That means you're doing volunteerism. That's what we did last month. And have an entrepreneur spirit. Honey, you're there already.
Yes.
You're there. So you see, you choose the right course. But sorry, honey, you still got one more. In fact, you got a few more steps to miss. I don't think you can fulfill. You know which one?
Which one is it?
You're not sly enough to be a businessman.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Because every businessmen are all unscrupulous and sly, 对吗？因为他们要赚钱，可是你要赚的也要有那个怎么讲 empathy heart 来，你要赚的不是问心无愧的钱，对不对？ You must earn money that is like back to social, I say, go back to social justice. So you must be sly enough, to stay in the games, stay in the competition, true not? To stay in the business. You see? Because you must be globally aware. 强中自有强中手，一山自有比一山高。你能把它克服吗？ That's where you see, be leaders of your own learnings. You must always upgrade yourself, Gerald, Tian Yu, and Han Ling. So this month topic, this is the last lesson for this month. And I hope next year will be different things. I hope you will be not only resilient and responsibility. I think you must be lifelong learners. In your social study, we'll talk about it, lifelong learners, later on in chapter issue 3. Okay, or isn't issue 3 2 also have? So you must all have all these things. Why? Do I have it now? Oh, we still have it, okay. Because if you don't, I purposely put this correct. If you don't, lack of visions, inability, okay, this is a repeat, inability, lack of visions and inability to produce result. So if you do not have the compass, Gerald, you agree not? If your coach don't have the directions, Gerald, Gerald, does your coach have every lesson they come? Okay, today we do this training. Today this group will be doing this training. Group A do this, group B do this. You must, Gerald. Gerald, you must.
Yeah.
Correct now. So you see, if you lack of vision, you are not able to produce result already. Why? You cannot overcome. No, you are not inspired. So why when you do these things, you make yourself a better person. Okay, that's all right. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to compass. You make yourself a better person because without the compass, without a proper directions, you cannot be. You see, profile of a graduate. This is a high school, but I can take this as your university. I'll tell you. Get it now. Tell you. Hello.
Yeah, what? I'm a bit lagging, so I can't read here all the time. A bit.
Hello. Get it now.
Hello.
Yeah,
Can you hear?
me?
Yes.
So tell you, if you want to be going to poly like Temasek, then you have to start charting your compass already, navigate your compass already. Seriously, like what you say just now, you have to cut down your gaming already as much as you can. 我跟你讲can I say in Chinese first? 没有玩 game 不会死没有读书也是不会死，可是没有读书会后悔一辈子Okay, if you don't play game, you won't die. You don't study, you won't die. But if you don't study for the rest of your life, you will be lying to yourself that you're going to have a good life. It's ridiculous. You can. but it's going to be a very tough. I know there are people without degree, without even A level or diploma. They just only, I got friends who only oh my goodness, primary 6 Sec 1, Sec 2 only. Now he's driving Grab can earn out to $7,000 to $8,000.
Wow.
Excuse me, one day 12 hours to 14-hour shift. 你要吗?
No, thank you.
I earn less than half of his salary. Okay, bro, I earn half of his salary, but every day I only work 4 to 6 hours. Which one is better?
You see, when we discuss business models, right, we tend to consider the cost to manpower to labor ratio, in which case yours is a lot better.
I still have quality time with my families, with my other things, correct? I still can do others, right? Yeah, even I earn lesser, 50% or 60% lesser than him. Okay? Which I want to brag a bit. I got 2 degrees and 5 diplomas. So what? Doesn't mean, you see, I'm desperate for money now, honey. I got a lot of things to pay, no. I do not have CPF, remember? So back then again, you must have your own compass. What you want in life. So 天佑明白吗? Don't just talk and say, oh, I want to go there, I want to go there. Action speak louder than words. Do it now. Be resilient. Take the responsibility. Okay, 天佑?
Okay.
No? So not just 天佑, Gerald and Hanling, just take it seriously from here. So we're going to have it next week. Lesson will be sustainability and climate. So hope that this climate changes and all these things will bring out how are we going to take care of the Mother Earth. And I hope to see you in the Plaza Sing or Harbourfront. If you are going there, please don't tell me like tomorrow you go. Uncle Raymond, I'm going to Harbourfront tomorrow to get collect my gift. Don't do that. Please tell me advance in 2-3 days. Okay, Ken? So I can prepare to meet up with you all. 可以吗? Gerald also. All right. Gerald, are you flying to any country?
No.
No, Okay, good. Okay, let's stop.